like to reference these materials at any point. They can be found on our website. So mindfulnesscenteratlanta.com. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. And so, yeah, when Mark asked me to fill in for him, I immediately was flooded with a series of narratives about how I might let him down, how I'm not good enough to fill his shoes. Um, and in reflection, I recognize that we all have a tendency to strive to a level of perfection that we might think everyone else is achieving except us. Um, and I've reminded myself that I, although I might feel alone in this struggle, I know that I'm not. That in some aspect of your life at some point or other, that you too have felt like you can't keep up in a way. And so, with that said, this meditation practice will focus on working with that inner critical voice that we all have. Often, well, really, there's this misconception when it comes to creating positive change for ourselves. I find a conditioned response of my own is that I need to shame myself into action to do more. When really, prominent researchers in the field of self compassion, like Kristen Neff, who we've discussed before in weeks prior, says that actually what's more effective is a compassionate, benevolent response to our suffering. And so with self compassion, it's really no different than compassion towards others. First, we must recognize suffering. And second is to extend care, to feel moved by the suffering so that the heart opens up and responds. And finally, remembering that suffering is a part of this shared human experience. So let us explore how we might work with the inner critic, knowing that we all have insecurities, our own imperfections. Let us start with the body posture. You might want to take some pressure off of your body, perhaps readjusting in your seat or coming to rest on your back. And tuning into sensations of groundedness where your body meets the support underneath you. Inviting relative lengthening along the spine, feeling into the heart space with an invitation of lift. You might close your eyes or cast your gaze down at one point. Continuing to settle into the awareness of the body posture. Finding your anchor, that place in your body where you feel a sense of ease that keeps you right here with yourself. The anchor can be found by feeling the stillness, the solidity of your body resting here, noticing the contact points of where your body meets the earth, and allowing the body to get heavier. The anchor can also be found by noticing the way the breath travels in and out of the body. The gentle rise and fall of the belly. Feeling the breath breathing itself in and out. Landing your attention to what's happening right now. Not the experience you believe you should be having, but what's present with you right in this moment. Opening yourself up to different sensations in the body, to the arising of thoughts or images, emotions. Perhaps there's a particular sensation that's clamoring out for your attention. Maybe you don't notice anything at all. Might you bring more attention to your experience? Bringing an interested, affectionate curiosity. You might even ask yourself, what's going on in the mind right now? What's happening in the body? How much of your present moment is in response to external pressures? How much is influenced by the outside world? When you peel back the facade of perfection, perhaps you realize most people are struggling in life with the same things you're struggling with. And as you consider this, welcome someone to your mind's eye. Could be someone that you love unconditionally. It could be someone that you're acquainted with. Start to collect an image of someone, visualizing their face, or if conjuring up an image in your mind is inaccessible, cultivating the presence of this person with you. This could be a dear friend, a spouse, a pet, a colleague, a neighbor. What would it like? What would it be like getting through the world, knowing that just like me, they are also working with anxiety, with fear, with stress in their lives? That just like me, this person feels a desire to measure up and may feel overwhelmed by their perceived shortcomings. Just like me, they know what it feels like to be stumped, to be frustrated. And just like me, they too want to be happy, that they deserve compassion and kindness and understanding. Take some time to rest with this sense of connection to whoever you're holding in your mind's eye. You might bring a hand to your heart or your belly as a way of touching in, of reconnecting with yourself. As you begin to recognize the suffering of another, there might be a feeling of warmth, of caring that arises. Take a few moments to notice whatever arises. Just like me, this person struggles with being human. Just like me, this person longs to be loved and to feel accepted and safe. If at any point you get disconnected, the mind wanders. Guide your attention to your anchor. Bringing yourself back to the stillness of your body, the movement of your breath. Not rejecting any experience, but noticing what's most prominent for you for the next few moments until the bell rings, which will mark the end of this practice. This is a practice of remembering and honoring our humanity and the humanity of others, serving as a reminder that being human means being perfectly imperfect. And so, as you catch yourself drawing comparisons to others, you might repeat this simple phrase, just like me, reminding yourself that you're never alone. As you're ready to, you might deepen your breath if the eyes had closed, we'll start to blink them back open to receive the world around you. Perhaps bringing a soft smile to your face and remembrance that you're only human. So part of the impact in a community of practice is the benefit of others' insights and experiences. And so if you care to, if you feel called to, I welcome you to share what that may have been like for you, what you noticed with this practice.